And I'd like to welcome you all to our Tuesday 1:30 p.m. session, where today I have created a session together on your DC, your resources, because no matter what war that you are in, you can age well in it. So today we'll be covering what you can access in each wards and some general information and tools and websites that you can also utilize to get anything that you need for to enhance your daily life. The WildTech DC Senior Digital Inclusion Program, its owners and presenters offer technical assistance, virtual health, well-being information designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on the info and any apps or topics made by WildTech, including but not limited to mobile device applications and any social media pages maintained by WildTech, its owners or presenters as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or legal advice. Again, let's make sure to keep our TVs and cell phones in mind. This session will be recorded, so hello YouTube, so you can review this and share with others if you would like to do so. And once again, let's keep our mics in mind and make sure to take screenshots and or notes so that way you can review this information anytime that you would like. All right. Yes, so I hope you all enjoy it, and I see your message in the chat, Ms. Doris. I hope today helps you out, and I hope this is a great gift to you. So thank you so much. So wards matter, right? DC is divided into 8 wards, as we all know, and many services are organized by ward. It doesn't mean that one service in a ward, no one in the other 7 wards can access it, but some are just for that specific ward, and some are general. Anyone can take advantage. So it's always good to like call or look at the details and really see who is like eligible for whatever program that you would like to do. But resources are so much closer than you may think. And because we all have devices that we can use to access the internet and different resources, it's so easy just to make a call or send an email, a message in order to get what we want. So before we go on, I would love for you to unmute and share if you'd like what ward you are in. So I have this map here. This is the 2022 ward boundaries. So where's your ward?
8.
Okay. You can unmute and share.
I
I'm in
think
Ward
it's
A.
anyhow.
2. I mean,
Two,
Ward
I'm in
7.
seven,
Ward 6.
Ward
six,
4.
four.
4.
Ward 8.
Ward
Okay.
7.
Ward
Amazing.
7.
Yes.
5.
Five.
7.
Uh-huh. Amazing.
Ward 1.
One. Uh-huh. I
Kevin,
love
Ward
that.
5.
Ward
Miss
five.
Ward 8,
Thank
Alex.
you. Ward 8.
Where's Ward 8?
Ward 4.
Amazing.
So this is the scene where we
Great. Great. Again, if you have to keep your TVs in mind, if you have the TV on, it's going to be a little hard to hear the information, see it, and process it. So let's keep our TVs in mind, y'all, okay?
Alex,
Yes.
I don't know what this ward is. I'm over here by the Navy Yard.
Okay, if you're in Navy Yard, most likely Ward 6.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes. And thank you for asking that question because I have a website right here. Let me go ahead and share my screen where you can type in any DC address and it will tell you the ward. So if I type in 600 8th Street Northeast, that is in Ward 6. If I type in 3300 Georgia Avenue, we're thinking of random addresses, that's in Ward 1. So if you go to this link, so here you go, everyone. That is the first link for today. What is my ward? So if you are not 100% sure, you can type in the address and then you can see what ward it is in.
Which ward is Clay Street Northeast?
Can you say that again, please?
Which ward is Clay Street Northeast?
Okay, there's different, I need the number. You need the whole address.
4251.
Okay, well, let's, again, keep in mind this is recorded, y'all. So again, 4200, I'll just write 4200 Clay Street, Northeast.
7.
Yeah, that's 7.
Let's see. Yeah, it's that general area. Yeah, when you said Clay Street, I was thinking 7 too. So again, if you look at the map, you can also look at the map and type in the address. But it would be kind of if you're on the one of the borders, it would be kind of hard to tell sometimes.
Right.
Yes. So you can utilize that tool or take a look at the map. And I think it does a really good job. They redo the wards, I would say like every not 5 years. Gosh, I just looked this up, so I should know. But they redo the ward's boundaries every few years or so. So this is the 2022 ward boundary. So I think Ward 8 is going to be a little more east of the river, or 7. I cannot remember, but they did a really good job because look at the population numbers. I mean, 85,000, and no one said 3. I heard every other ward besides 3.
But yeah, because Alex, we used to be 6, and they changed us a couple years ago to 8.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes. So yes, it depends. Like when you said Navy Yard, yes. Now that I'm looking at the map, some parts of it is in Ward 8. So it's you got to use that tool to do your exact address, and it'll tell you the exact ward that you're in. But that's what DC does. They try to divide the city up so that way each ward has about the same number of representation in regards to the numbers. So
Mhm.
it's good to think, but just because you're in Ward 8 doesn't mean you will not be able to take advantage of something in Ward 1. It just depends on the specific program or
Uh-huh.
service that you are looking for. So that's good. I'm happy that we have most wards. We have all wards in our program, but I'm happy to hear today that I heard most of them. So I hope you all enjoy learning about your own ward and your services, but also your friends and family and communities ward. So if you live in Ward 8, but you know someone in Ward 1 and you hear something that may benefit them, make sure to send them the information their way. All right. So I'm glad that we're just, starting basic, and I'm right here with you all as well. So I'm learning a lot. So I hope you guys are learning a lot. Start here. So before thinking about whatever ward you're in, etc., what place, what's your address, call DACL, Department of Asian and Community Living. At the end of the day, if you call them, they'll be able to guide you to the lead agency, and we're going to talk about them for each ward and among other resources as well. So 202-724-5626. When I first started this work, that is like one of the first numbers that I remembered because DACL is literally there to assist you with anything. If you call them or call anyone at the end of the day, the worst they could say is no. But you got to, you know what I'm saying, y'all? So you have to try to call and see what they say. Okay, so let's go to the Department of Aging and Community Living website. And again, I'll share this link in the chat together. But yes, dacl.dc.gov. So easy. There are so many resources and information here that you all can take advantage. And we've talked about the DACL app a few times, so it's good to be able to go over this. This is their main page. You can see the services that are available for 60 and older, if you know any adults with disabilities, so 18 and older. Yes, DACL does not just help seniors. They also help anyone 18 and older with a disability as well. So if you know anyone that could use some assistance for anything, make sure, again, you let them know the information. So this is their website. Even if I go to services, look here, adult protective services. Again, we have had Giovanna. That's with the whole department, adult protective services and etc. Alzheimer's disease benefits assistance. So again, if you need help with SNAP or Medicaid, EPD waiver, there are caregiver programs. There's the EPD waiver as well available that we've learned about. It's the number that I just provided. Again, I hope every person has this number that's on the call, 202-724-5626. That is their information and referral assistance hotline. So again, they can refer you to any service resource that they know of that's available to them. Legal services for seniors, LGBTQ programs. There's nutrition programs with the dining sites. There's Safe at Home. We're going to talk about the senior centers. There's transportation. We're going to talk about transportation a bit later on as well. the villages, volunteer opportunities. So would any of these be helpful for you or someone that you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yes. If I go to EPD waiver, what I will say is some of the information may have not been updated. Like this says 2023, but it gives you a good baseline of what to expect to call. So again, if you see anything on this website that you want to know more information about, you call their number 724-5626. So that way you can always get the most updated information. So this is DACL's website. They have different articles or new things like the Iona Services Resource Guide. I will share this in the link. So in the chat, and we've talked about this before as well, quite a few times. And look at all these different sections. There's like 200 pages of resources for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So look, this is from Iona. We've had them on a few times before. Anything from adult day health services, adult education, arts rec, advocacy, benefits, clinics, computer classes, driver safety, employment, financial services, government agencies, health information. Look at this long list. So if you need dental care, you go to page 124 and you see all the options there. Systems of diabetes, 120. You go to page 125. That's pretty amazing that they have these hospitals available, housing options, legal assistance, physical therapy, senior service agencies, support groups, transportation, veterans assistance, vision resources, volunteer opportunities. So this is literally a 250-page resource guide where you can basically look up anything. You need help with housing? Go to that housing section and see what it may say. But at the end of the day, again, you can call DACL as well. But there are different ways to get, the same information or similar information. So how do you all feel about the Iona Resource Guide? Let's do one here. So which one from here interests you? And I'm just trying to go through all the table of contents. So which one interests you? And then we'll go to it together and see what it looks like.
Transportation.
Okay, transportation. Okay, what kind of transportation? There's regional ride sharing, DC, Maryland, Virginia, and wheelchair accessible taxis.
I guess ride sharing.
Okay, ride sharing. We learned a little bit about that with Capitol Hill Village last month, so they'll be on in a few weeks as well. So yes, when I clicked on the number or tapped on the number, it took me straight to the page. So that way you don't have to scroll like this to go through. So if I go to, again, transportation and I want ride sharing, okay, that's 221. Ride sharing. Let me look around that area. Okay. Ride sharing. Okay, there's something called Arrive Rides. I have never heard of Arrive Rides. That's an interesting one. Why call? You get where Arrive Concierge will immediately dispatch a car. I'm sure there's pricing, how it works. But I mean, it's just good to know that there's these available. But I have not heard of this one myself. If I go back to the transportation, again, you can call DACL and ask as well. There are different ways to find similar information. This one's called GoGo Grandparent. I think I've heard of that one before. On-demand services for seniors and people with disabilities, groceries, meals, rides, home care, and more. Services offered by GoGo tailored for seniors, rides for seniors, groceries delivered, meal delivery, prescription, home services, GoGo Care. Again, there are some plans that are available. But there are a lot of other ones that I'm going to cover today, like the Connected Card and Transport DC. But it's just good to have a baseline of some options. So Uber, Lyft. I hope these have been helpful. Again, looking through all these resources. Would someone else like to pick one and then we'll go on? So if I go back.
What about home repair?
Home repair? Okay. Let's see where that would be, Miss Doris. home repair. Okay, wouldn't be under about, not under there, not under there, not under the care, health information.
Stay at home, maybe.
Okay, home care and home health services. Oh, sorry, y'all. I should zoom in.
It's
easier.
on 147. Oh, that's
Oh, okay. Home repair. Yes, thank you, Miss Doris. We working together makes the dream work. Home repair and cleaning service, wonderful. Again, if you click on or tap on the page on the right, it'll take you right there. Okay, home repair and cleaning services. Okay, so City of Alexandria, there's home rehabilitation loans and grants. This one's called Cleaning for a Reason, a national nonprofit that provides pro bono cleaning services to women with cancer. That's pretty cool. I never heard of that. And they have the link for it. SFRRP, the DC Department of Housing, they help finance home repairs to address code violations, remove barriers. Let's see some DC. Rebuilding Together, we've had them on a few times. I mean, like, not the main folks, but the ones that we've had on. If you live in wards 4 and 5, there's something called the Seabury Age in Place program. So it provides basic home maintenance services like cleaning and yard maintenance to those living in wards 4 and 5. And that's all completely free.
Oh, I could use that.
Yeah, I'm glad. This is why we're going over it. Yes.
Yeah, to do my yard, clean my yard.
So you can take the screenshot or write the number, or again, you have the link in the chat so that way you can access it later on as well.
So that's only for 4 and 5.
Yeah. We'll learn Seabury. Yeah, living 4 and 5. Again, Seabury. They're mainly 5 and 6. They branch out other wards, but yes. Some services are going to be for specific wards, and some services are going to be for all of DC, no matter where you're at. So it's kind of, you have to see what you can do. So I hope that was helpful, Miss Doris.
Thank you.
My pleasure. And again, make sure you check out the resource guide right here in the chat. Seniors helping seniors. What's this one? Providing companionship. We're excited to meet you. If you know anyone, Bethesda, Rockville, Silver Spring, they have all these care services like flight and doctor's appointments, handiwork, transportation, pet care. That's really good. So if you know anyone living in those areas, it's called Seniors Helping Seniors. Literally, that's called Seniors Helping Seniors. I love it.
Alex, what about transportation for people with disabilities?
Okay, so if I go back to the table of contents, yes, that is very important. Again, I have some more. I have some more resources than just here as well. So I got you, Ms. Nina. But let me see what it says here. Okay, so let me go back to transportation, and the one that I'm mainly seeing here is wheelchair accessible taxis. If I go to DC, let's do that first, or let's just start from the top. Regional transportation. Oh, regional, so you can travel across the region. That makes sense. Okay. Let's look through. Again, Metro. I'm just looking through here. Again, even if it's in another category, it may be helpful. American Cancer Society Road to Recovery Program. If you have people with cancer, you do not have a ride. There's a Seabury Enhanced Mobility Program. I think this is all wards. It can be paid for transportation-related expenses. It has a prepaid debit card. It's subsidized, so that looks pretty interesting. Again, always call because things do change. So always call and confirm. There's the Senior Smart Trip card, so you can get discounted rides for Metrobus and Metro Access. There's the Seabury Connector program, Connector card.
That's what I have.
Yeah, There's the Veterans Travel Assistance Program, Transport DC for Metro Access customers. Vets Ride, if you know anyone with veterans, if they have limited income, they have transportation to all these different things. So yes, I hope I was able to help with that and I'll share some more
No,
later.
no. And Alex, the reason why I say is because I had become ill a couple of years ago, very ill, and I found that the DC ambulance service does not take you to the hospitals that you want to go to. Now they took me over to what is that United place over there? I had never been over there before. I needed to go to Kaiser, excuse me, on 2nd Street, the Capitol Hill Kaiser. So I had to get a private ambulance, and it was $250 both ways. And I was not reimbursed for any of that money.
I wanted to
Only to get to Kaiser Permanente, the Capitol Hill.
Okay,
So
I
even when I hear about these rides, about the different rides you can get now.
Right. Are you asking about emergency services, or are you just asking about for regular
emergency
transportation?
or just regular service?
Well, I mean, those are going to be a little different, Miss Dina. So yes, the ones that are here are mainly for like the consumer and just getting around to different appointments.
But still,
I would call it. I would call DACL's hotline number and kind of inquire. Because I don't want to give you not a wrong answer, but I just don't know. So
well, Alex, I had experienced that myself before, but what I did when the ambulance came, I requested to talk to the supervisor, and he had them to take me to the hospital that I wanted to go to.
Yeah, I have not experienced that.
Well,
Or
I
I don't
had
know
a private
about
service that I had to get to go to where I needed to go, and if I try to get a ride, now I am connected to a house and I can barely walk. Now, it's 10 steps for me to try to get down. There's no way that I can throw my own wheelchair out. They always
call me back after 3 o'clock.
They're always talking about come to the curb. Well, I can't come to the curb.
Okay.
And then on my other side of me is a driveway, and it's like on a hill. It's not flat straight. If I go out there, if I could make it out there, I would just roll on down in the street. So I would need someone to come in and help me.
Okay, is this in a case of an emergency, Ms. Dina, or is it for just a regular ride service?
Just for regular, just to go to a doctor's appointment.
Okay, so I do have some additional services for you towards the middle of the session for you.
But see, somebody will have to come and get me, Alex.
Yeah. So I have some available. So I will share what I have, and then hopefully.
Well, I thank you. Thank you.
No, I got you. I don't want you to feel bad or anything. So I have some resources.
No, because I'm tired. I'm tired of this foolishness out here.
I understand, Ms. Dina. So I'm glad you're advocating for yourself. You have to advocate for yourself. That's so important. And hopefully with the knowledge that I've gained with some of our sessions, I'll be able to see what options that you have. But at the end of the day, I'm not the expert. You have to call DACL 724-5626. And you can, they can specifically answer.
I've done all that. I mean, oh boy.
Again, they're the experts. That's where I'm going to lead folks to, because they have the answer. So I appreciate you, Ms. Dina, for asking.
All right, thank you.
So again, DACL, call their hotline number, because they also have something called the Aging and Disability Resource Center. So again, it's services from DACL. They're designed to assist older adults and persons with disabilities and supportive services and elder care resources. So there's a lot of different information to assist district residents. So if you need social workers, options counselor, income maintenance liaison, housing coordinators, and public health advisors. You can get assistance with waivers and SNAP benefits assistance, options, hospital, nursing home, discharge planning, diabetes self-management workshops, DC Caregivers Institute, lifespan respite care, and long-term care planning. So with the resource guide, and again, DACL's hotline number, do you feel good about some of the services that you can access? How do y'all feel so far?
Yeah, there are quite a few that we could take advantage of, but we just have to call and make sure that they're appropriate for our needs.
Yes, ma'am, because everyone's a little bit different. So I'm trying to do everything from different angles, but at the end of the day, everyone's going to be just a little bit different. So you got to call and see what will work for you. So that's amazing. Thank you, Ms. Jeanette. Anyone else?
I would like to know more about that safe and cleaning that you when you were strolling up and down. As far as do they come and clean your home for a fee or anything of that nature?
Yeah, every program is going to be different, Ms. Dolores. So it's about looking at the program that you wanted.
House repair and cleaning service.
Yes, the cleaning services that Ms. Doris had asked. So there are just some that are here. Of course, not one thing will have everything. So Rebuilding Together, if you're in wards 4 and 5, there's the Age in Place program from Seabury. But at the end of the day, you have to call 724-5626. And then if you tell them the exact ward you're in or location, and then they will be able to kind of guide you with what.
Well, can you go back to that guy if I could snap a picture of that number, please? For the house. You went so fast, I didn't get a chance to snap.
Well, don't forget the link is in the chat as well. So that way you can take a look at the ride too, or take a look at the whole entire guide as well.
I just want that one specific, Al. If you can just step back, I could just snap a picture real quick.
Yes. But I want you to look through the guide because there's clearly 248 other pages that may be helpful for you as well. So make sure you take a look at the guide as well.
Okay, just come down a little bit because you're not showing the home repair and cleaning service. Where is it? You know, missed it. That's okay, Al. Go ahead and do what you got.
I have it right here on the screen, Ms. Dolores. All the other ones.
I don't see the word home and repair and cleaning.
Well, these are the two that are in DC, Ms. Dolores. So this one up here, it just has the name. Do you see why I put it to these two? Because they're in DC.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yes. Again, there are some here there are other ones, but again, the DC ones are down here. But again, if you're in Ward 1, I would call 724-5626 and be like, hey, are there any free cleaning services, yard cleaning services, house cleaning services available in Ward 1 for me?
No, I'm in Ward 4.
Oh, so the Seabury one will be helpful for you, Ms. Dolores. So make sure you call and see what they could do for you.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. I'm just encouraging everyone, you got to look at the guides. You got to go in the chat. So if you've been in the chat and if you looked at the guides and the links in the chat, make sure you raise your hand. Raise your hand. If you've taken a look at the links, the guides, everything we talked about today so far, please raise your hands. Let's have some DC pride because we're learning about all of our resources.
Okay.
So if you've checked out the links in the chat and we have about 35 folks in the call, I want to see 35 hands. So by the end of our session now, I want to see 35 hands. If you take a look at the chat and open the links in the chat, one or more of the links. Okay. All right. So yes. So once again, if I go back again, long-term care, put lifespan respite care, Caregivers Institute, diabetes self-management workshops, SNAP benefits. Again, all these different services from Disability Rise, from DACL, from, they're extremely helpful. Okay, so I see 2 hands. So I want to make, again, if you have checked out the links in the chat, if you have them opened, if you have them ready to take a look at after our class, to share with others, I want you to raise your hand in Zoom. Again, you got to take a look at those links. I try to share the information and you have to advocate for yourself in order to be able to get the services that you want and get a better life out of the whole entire thing. So again, I see 4 hands now. if you have checked out the links in the chat, I want you to raise your hand in Zoom. You hit reactions, or if you don't see reactions, you hit more, and then you hit raise hand. This is very important, y'all. Okay, because one service can change your entire life. Okay, really, one service can change your life.
Alex, can I ask you something? Now, you gave us this link a couple of years back, so is this a new updated version of it? Of this Iona?
Yes, they do update it every few years. So let's take a look at it. So this is the 21st edition. Oh yes, this is the older guide. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they'll come out with a new one soon. So that's why it's always good to call and just confirm some of these, because maybe a detail may have changed. But yes, it's still on their website. It's still, yeah. So
okay, all right.
Hey, Alex, you can call that number and they'll mail you the book, because I got the book when they had the class with you before.
Wonderful. That's amazing. It's also great to be able to always have your device and be able to take a look at, you know, it that way as well. So that's a great suggestion, Ms. Doris. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yes. But we're all so technologically savvy. I love being able to click on or tap on the page and it takes me straight to that page. So that's the advantage of the online book. Amazing. So, okay. So I see we have some more hands, 5 hands. Keep your hands raised. If you've taken a look at the links in the chat. So I see we have 5 hands. Let's see if we can get to 10, 15, 20 hands. If you haven't checked out the links, it's going to be really hard to take advantage of all the sources and resources. So, I want everyone to be able to take advantage. So please look at the links in the chat. Tap on them. It'll take you to the page. And that way you can take a look at them later as well. But before thinking about anything else, to make it easier for yourselves, call 202-724-5626. If you're even a little unsure about a program or something that you want to take advantage of, give them a call. Okay, I see we have 9 hands. Again, I'm looking for some more hands, y'all. So if you have not checked out the links in the chat, make sure you go hit the chat and tap on the links. So that way you can see what's going on. So the first one is What's My Ward? The second one is DACL's website. The third one is the Iona Resource Guide. Amazing. Thank you for the information, Ms. Rhonda. I have some about Metro Access as well, so I'll provide some numbers too. So when we think about wards in DC, we think about lead agencies. So lead agencies are in charge of basically one or more wards. In this case, these 3 lead agencies, they cover more than one ward. So for wards 1, 7, and 8, so for those that said they do live in wards 1, 7, and 8, your lead agency is East River Family Strengthening Collaborative. Have y'all heard of that, or have y'all taken advantage of them, utilized East River?
Yes.
Amazing. For those that have not taken advantage, again, wards 1, 7, and 8, this is their number, 202-397-7300. Again, that's 202-397-7300. East River Family Strengthening Collaborative. They're on Minnesota Avenue. They have 2 websites. This one is their main website, erfsc.org. So I'll share this link in the chat. And they have many programs and events that folks can utilize. Again, this right now that I'm talking is for everyone, because East River, they have many senior programs, but they just help everyone in those wards, family focused and person-centered services with help youths, families, and seniors live in a stable and self-sufficient life. We collaborate with community residents and organizations to reduce the number of children entering the welfare system, increase support to families, provide services to prevent homelessness, bolster financial self-sufficiency, decrease youth violence, and ensure that persons with disabilities and older adults are afforded equal rights and opportunities. Yes, make sure you keep your hands up, y'all. So that way, again, if you take a look at the links in the chat, I want you to raise your hands, okay? It's their 30th anniversary, it seems, established in 1996. So that's pretty amazing. And again, we have East River available. If you go to their website, again, you'll see all this information that you're seeing here in regards to the directors and the folks in charge. But we're going to go to programs. There are many programs that they do, like community engagement and partnership, and they have family and youth services. They have faith leaders. They have something called out of school time for youths of Benham Terrace and Benham Park 5 to 18. They have testimonials. But I'm going to go to the senior services. There are many senior services available at East River. They delivered 110,000 home delivered COVID emergency meals. They have lots of recreation and socialization, congregate meals, health promotions. So it's called their socialization hub. Okay. In Ward 1, for those in Ward 1, have y'all been to Bernice Fontenue before? Senior Wellness Center. It's an amazing place. They have so much stuff going on.
Oh, I've heard about that place.
Yes, in regards to programming. So they have virtual programming and in-person programming. It's on 3531 Georgia Ave. So that is the Senior Wellness Center. So I'm gonna go back to a link later on, but yes, each ward has a Senior Wellness Center to take advantage of. Besides 2 and 3, those are kind of satellite. It's called Around Town DC, which you may remember hearing from our Iona presenters.
Excuse me, Alex. The rec center that you mentioned, even though I'm in 4, actually I can walk there. So is it just for people in 1? Because Georgia Avenue is not that far from me.
No, it's anyone. So, but this is there's a wellness center or something like it in every ward. So Ward 4 will have, their senior wellness center. 7, 8 will, have their own. So yes, you could go in there. I know the one in Ward 4, but actually this one is really close. I mean, I can walk there, 3500 block. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I've had, when I've gone to these places, there are seniors in other wards, but it's most for people closer to you. I'm sure they would, love your presence. Thank you for that. So yes, take advantage. I mean, you could go. The worst again that you can hear is like not no, but for real, you could try and see what happens. They have deaf and hard of hearing support as well. So if you know anyone deaf and hard of hearing, especially east of the river in Ward 7, or anywhere, but they have a program in Ward 7 on Kenilworth Avenue. And they have different friendship cafes. Of course, they have Washington Senior Wellness Center in Ward 7. They have the Congress Heights Senior Wellness Center in Ward 8, both amazing centers, lots of activities and community partners. There's, the dining sites with the meals. I mean, there's just so much to take advantage of. I love that we still have a virtual programming and that you guys can join and still join some for 4, 5, 6+ years. It is good to be able to also take advantage of some in-person activities as well. So that way you can share what you've been learning with others too. So make sure y'all take advantage of some in-person opportunities too. So there are a lot of senior services at East River, lots of events, assistance. So if it's your local senior wellness center, or if it's your local lead agency, and if you need some help, you can also give them a call. Okay, you can also do that and see what they have available. Each lead agency, each center, each program is going to have different things, free things to take advantage of, events. So make sure you all take advantage. And the second link, this is their socialization hub. Again, the senior hub. So you can see all of the activities that are going on in wards 1, 7, and 8. So yes, even here on this website, they beautifully lay out their information. Yes. So let me go ahead and share this link in the chat. So if you are in Ward 1, you can take advantage of the community dining sites.
Excuse me, Miss Alice.
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to put this on the website so we can see it?
So this video will be uploaded by the end of the week.
All right, then, and I thank you because unfortunately I have to leave out and handle some business right now. So I'm going to miss the rest of what you're saying. So I want to finish hearing it.
Wonderful, Miss Laverne. I'll remember to send you this video to your email as soon as I upload it, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you for joining. You have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too.
Hi,
Thank you.
Laverne.
Hi, baby. How are you?
Yes, yes. So I have some community dining sites here for in Ward 1. You have the Bernice Fontenue Wellness Center, so that's 3500 Georgia Ave, 3531. You have Columbia Height Village Apartments. Even though it says apartments, again, the dining site is its own area as well. So again, this is what's closest to you. There's Harvard Towers, 1845 Harvard Street, Paul Laurence Dunbar, 2001 15th Street, and Sarah Circle 2551, 17th Street Northwest. In Ward 7, there's the P.T. Johnson Friendship Cafe, 3400 Minnesota Ave. There's Kenilworth Friendship Cafe, 4321 Orchard Street at the Rec Center, Mayfair Friendship Cafe, 3744 and a half Hayes Street, and the Washington Senior Wellness Center on 3001 Alabama Avenue. If you live in Ward 8, there is the Some Friendship Cafe on 1667 Marionberry Avenue. Congress Heights Senior Wellness Center, that's 3500 MLK Junior Avenue. Arthur Capper Friendship Cafe, and then there's Knox Hill on Jasper Street. I love the wellness centers. I have not been to some, and I've been to these two before, but I really like the Senior Wellness Center myself because they have lots of room and lots of activities. And citywide, Deaf and Hard of Hearing program, weekend nutrition program, 3001 Alabama Ave Southeast on Saturdays. So if you want more information, you can give them a call at the number here, 397-7300 for East River. I mean, there's just so much to take advantage of. So if you're in wards 1, 7, and 8, looky here. You can also receive assistance with rental assistance, wellness checks, utility assistance, transportation assistance, SNAP food applications, caregiver respite, emergency food assistance, prescription delivery assistance, QMB, assistance with photo ID, birth certificate, all of those items. So for those in wards 1, 7, and 8, or anyone else, because you may know someone there, would these be helpful for you or someone else?
Yes. Yeah.
1, 7, and 8.
Absolutely.
So yes, if you are in those wards, check out a dining site and see what they got going on. Again, those in-person activities are amazing. They have exercise. Some of my sessions, I've gone on the community, others as well. Again, food events. I mean, they do so much. So we gotta really take advantage of those services. So wards 1, 7, and 8, East River Family Strengthening Collaborative, 202-397-7300. Okay, wards 2, 3, and 4. We have heard from Samantha. We haven't heard from a while, but Iona Senior Services. So wards 2, 3, and 4. If you live in wards 2, 3, and 4, make sure you especially listen. Their main locations in Tenleytown on Albemarle Streets. But they also have an adult day center in Congress Heights on Stanton Road for those with dementia and other things as well. So wards 2, 3, and 4. So this is their website, iona.org. They have many options or things available. So if you're an older, look, which option best describes you? So older adult or caregiver? Let's go to older adult. Mm-hmm. We offer tailored programs and services for ages 60 and older. And make sure you check out Iona's videos on our channel to review these. We'll come back to this one, okay? Food and nutrition. Again, there are dining sites in every single ward, okay? If you want, again, morning coffee, nutrition, produce markets, education program, exercise classes, games, arts, If you're in Ward 2, there's Asbury Dwelling, 1616 Marion Street, Claridge Towers, 1221 M Street, James Apartments, 1425 N Street. Again, you may live in some of these. I met seniors from a program all over DC, so you may live in some of these. St. Mary's Court, 725 24th Street Northwest, the AAPI, Asian and Pacific Islander Senior Service Center, 1739 9th Street, and the Oasis Senior Center. That's at the Zion Church on 14th Street as well. In Ward 3, if you're close to St. Albans, they have the active wellness program there, and Regency House is on 5201 Connecticut Ave. If you're in Ward 4, you have Colony House at 930 Farragut Street Northwest, Fort Stevens Rec Center, that's 1327 Van Buren Street Northwest. Yes, Ward 4 Senior Wellness Center is Hattie Homes. I love Hattie Homes, such an amazing center, lots of space and programs. So they've been very nice. 3024 Kennedy Street Northwest, and the Lamond Recreation Center at 20 Tuckerman Street North. So again, no matter what ward you're in, you have access to one or more dining sites and locations where you can have fun, have lunch, enjoy coffee, wellness activities. So I hope you all take advantage of those. There's lifelong learning, like the arts programs, aging solo programs. There's the helpline. You can get assistance financially. There's a loan closet. So you can borrow lightly used health aids. So I hope you remember that Samantha shared. Like if you need a cane or a crutch, walker, rollator, a tub chair, you can, ask Iona. I think that goes for everyone. Okay, there's only a few programs with Iona that require you live in those wards. So again, you got to call and ask, right? There's memory support, the dementia navigators, mental health therapy, support groups, physical health, and programs. So let me go to the Around Town DC. That is what it's called, the events calendar. So let's take a look at the calendar. And it's all about going to the site and just seeing what kind of pertains to you and seeing what's going on. But take a look at this. I mean, they have so many programs available. If I go back to this link here, sorry about that, y'all, kind of going around. There's so much to take advantage of. Look at the program calendars. So no matter where you're at, so for April, if you're at Bernice Fontenue, if you're at Arthur Capper.
Okay. I couldn't hear you. I'm in class.
Ms. Dorsey had a question? Ms. Dorsey had a question?
No, I have a question.
Oh, okay, thank you. We have Harvard Towers, Columbia Heights, Kenilworth, Mayfair. I mean, all of the calendars are here. So let's say I wanted to go to Washington Senior Wellness Center. So this is Ward 7. So look, they have the calendar already set up for May, for April. So look at that, April, you get to see all of the activities that are going on for the month. And each calendar is going to be a little different. So that's what I like. Each center will have different things that you can take advantage of. So just like here from East River, if I go to Iona, look at all these different programs, even some virtual. So what's today? April. Today is the 28th. So at Georgetown Library, they had Pilates. They had a journaling hour with Liana at 10:30. 11 o'clock studio art at Georgetown. Tomorrow at 10, there's virtual yoga. 1 o'clock on Thursday, there's a gentle movement and guided meditation. Wow. So, there's just so many options that no matter what ward that you are in. So that's for those in wards 2, 3, and 4, but others that know people that live in there, would Iona be helpful for you? Any thoughts on Iona and their programs and what they offer?
They've got a lot of centers in the area, but it's none of them close enough to me for me to get to them without a lot of help or something. I called yesterday Mrs. Pinto's office about the Kennedy Recreational Center on 7th Street. Mm-hmm. They renovated it and they said they were going to open it and put senior programs in there, but now they're saying they're going to build another one. So we just have to get to something this close to us now.
Right. So I hope some of the transportation options later on will be able to.
Yeah, looking into that.
So, you know, they do have a lot, but again, it is going to be maybe just a little farther for some. So, you know, I hope I can help out with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking screenshots of the pages that could help me.
Yes, please, and again, check out the links and well, they go everyone check out the links and take your screenshots. And again, if you call at least one person and do one thing, you're doing one better thing for yourself. So, not saying you have to call every single number today, right? But just pace yourself and just look at the info and see what you may really need.
Right. Alex, I'm in Ward 4. This is Yvonne, and I recently went on a trip that Iona sponsored over to St. Albans.
Yes.
It was on fall prevention, and it was wonderful. They even asked for your shoe size so you could get a free pair of tennis shoes. At the, I think it's a meeting, something coming up in May, whereby you can claim your shoes that you've listed, that given your size and everything. And they did a presentation, and I saw Geraldine in the pictured in the video that they showed us about. I saw you, Geraldine, that you were in the video that they showed.
Lovely. That's why they have the programs and the events going on, so that way you can see others in the community, others that you may know.
That's nice, Yvonne.
Yes, I was delighted when I saw your picture. I said, "Oh, that's Geraldine." And see, they have a bus, so they picked us up at Fort Stevens on the bus and took us over to St. Albans, the fall prevention program, and they'll Geraldine, So
interesting.
Yeah, they usually they provide transportation to the Dutch market, the one in Laurel, and different places, and they're going to a thrift shop sometime soon.
They go everywhere, and most of the time, seniors actually request the trips, and then the lead agency honors them.
And they provide transportation.
Yes, for those specific trips, not every single thing, right? But for this trips from the dining sites or the wellness center to those places, they will provide that transportation.
Yes, it's from the dining centers or Fort Stevens Rec Center, Senior Rec Center. And from Hattie Holmes, of course.
Mostly, I'm saying I'm not sure about Fort Stevens because that's not one of the dining sites that I had seen or have experience with. But definitely Hattie Holmes is a senior wellness center, and it is also a dining site, and that's where a lot of the folks go.
Fort Stevens is one of their dining sites. They provide the dining.
I don't think maybe it's by another name. I've been to all of them, but yes. Make sure you thank you for the information, Yvonne, and that's so wonderful that you got your free pair of shoes and you experienced the activity.
It's Steven, Fort Stevens.
Fort Stevens.
Okay.
That's a nice center, Fort Stevens.
Yes, 14th
and Van Buren, uptown. I mean,
on Van Buren Street.
Yeah, it's a very good center.
It's very nice. They have
very nice
classes and all kinds of classes.
All of the dining sites do. So all you guys got to do, make sure everyone, if you're in wards 1, 7, and 8, you have the 397-7300 number written down. Does everyone in those wards have that number written down?
Alex.
Yes.
I'm in Ward 6. I used to go to the senior center in Ward 6 religiously every day. I went for the longest time, but I come here now, so I haven't been over there. But I used to participate in all the activities they had.
Wonderful, Miss Geraldine. I'm gonna talk about 5 and 6 in just a minute.
Okay.
So I got you. Okay.
Okay.
But yes, does everyone in 1, 7, and 8 have East River's number written down?
I do.
Everyone have written down 1, 7, and 8. 397-7300.
Got it. I got it.
Okay. Everyone got it? Okay, again, you can review the video, but I just want everyone that's here today to make sure that they have all the tools that you need. So, and make sure you utilize the tools, okay? So for everyone in wards 2, 3, and 4, do y'all have the 202-895-9448 number written down?
Yes, sir.
Remembered? I remember Dackle's number. I don't remember these, but this one is pretty good. Yes,
Screenshot.
You got to make sure you remember. You got to make sure you write it down. You got to make sure that you utilize them for anything. Okay.
Excuse me. Can you repeat Ward 4 again? The number.
So, Miss Dolores, do you see the screen? I just want to make sure you see the screen, correct, Ms. Dolores? It's 202-895-9448.
895-9448.
Yes. Do you see that on the screen, Miss Dolores?
895-8448.
No. Ms. Dolores, do you see the screen? Do you see the information on the screen?
No, I don't.
Okay, so when you're on Zoom, Ms. Dolores, so you got to be able to see the screen so you can see all the different options. But if you do not see it, if you see others, if you see people's faces, make sure you drag your finger from the left to the right so you can see the screen share, okay? I've been sharing my screen for about an hour now. So everyone, make sure that you see the screen so you can see the information.
What was the number in Ward 7 again?
Okay, yes, I'll go to that, and then I'll go to the last point. 202-397-7300. That's wards 1, 7, and 8. That's East River Family Strengthening Collaborative. My pleasure, Ms. Hill. And again, wards 2, 3, and 4, it's 202-895-9448.
Thank you.
Y'all take a look at the screen. If you don't see the screen, make sure you can go back out and come back in, because if you can't see the screen, then it's, you're not getting the full experience. So you have to make sure you see the screen.
Where's Ward 6?
That's what we're gonna do, y'all. Again, I got you. We're right here.
You left me out. You left me out, okay?
Not yet.
I got y'all, okay? So thank you all so much for your patience. So yes, in wards 5 and 6, the lead agency is Seabury Resources for Aging. Y'all have heard of Seabury, right?
It's being sick.
Ms. Brenda, you had a question?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Again, if you're speaking to someone in your home, if you have to take a phone call, make sure you mute yourself, okay?
Okay.
All right. And that goes for everyone, please. Their number is 202-289-5690. Again, if you are in wards 5 and 6, make sure you have their number remembered and or written down. Just like with the other wards, they have many programs available, different resources, different services. So again, housing services, food services, community resources. As well, they have lots of great partners, again, all different sites. So you can even see what we do, like good food, good community, good resources. Yes, they serve over 100,000 no-cost meals from Fort Totten to Southwest Waterfront, DC.
I heard Seabury is a nice place.
They do a lot for the community. They actually have a kind of brand new programs coming out all the time as well. So yes, Model Cities, that's their senior wellness center. They're very, very active. So and all senior wellness, just like it says here, they're open to every DC resident. So you don't have to be in that ward to just go to that wellness center, but yes, make sure that
because they helped me. They helped me because that was the number I used before I joined this class, and they took me and walked me through everything. That they could help me.
Yes, yeah. So yes, as it's many services are not just for the ward, but if you're in the ward, it's just helpful because the services are all near you. So yeah, Seabury they have many things. They offer many items.
Alex, I didn't get that number on Ward 6.
Okay,
is it in the chat?
No, it's in the slide. So it's again 202-289-5690.
202.
It's on the screen.
And again, I will also put the link.
See it.
Okay, 1 minute, Ms. Brenda. Okay. Again, I'm right here with you, so you have to just give me a second. Okay.
Okay.
I have the link here in the chat, and once again, it's 202-289-5690. That is Seabury Resources' phone number.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. You can, if I go to resources, again, there are so many resources available, like this Housing Stabilization Fund. That's what I was talking about earlier. This is a brand new program that I was meaning to share with you all anyway. So I'm happy we're doing with this session today. So there is going to be something called the Housing Stabilization Fund. So if you're a low income or cost burden district resident, 16 older, you can you receive help in regards to bed bug remediation, utility cost, hoarding. So again, if you know anyone that has those challenges, you can recommend this program to them. So it's from Seabury. It's called the Housing Stabilization Fund. It just launched. It's brand new. You see the date, right? April 16, 2026. So it's a brand new program as well. So if you know anyone like yourself or someone else that could take advantage, please do. Again, it's services. Again, there are so many locations, okay, for services. So in regards to the dining sites, everything from Greenleaf down on Delaware Avenue, or all the way up here at North Capitol at Plymouth on 5233 North Capitol Street. There's Sibley Plaza, Kabar, Halal site, Hayes Wellness Center, of course, Dackle site, main site, 500 K Street Northeast, very popular. Delta Towers. There's Green Valley on Franklin Streets, Fort Lincoln, of course, on Bladensburg Road, next to Costco and all that. And also Petersburg, even closer, 3298 Fort Lincoln Drive as well. Those are all dining sites in 5 and 6. Yes, age in place. Okay, remember we talked about that from the Iona Resource Guide. So in wards 4, 5, and 6, you can, which I assumed because Seabury is 5 and 6, so it was kind of strange. You only said 4 and 5, but yes, if you worry the city might fine you for the condition of your yard, need a little extra help keeping your home up, contact the AIP program to get a little extra support. No income limit criteria. So if you're in 4, 5, and 6, might as well take advantage of the Age in Place program.
Yeah, I did, and they sure did a lot of things for conveniences to help me in my apartment for free. I didn't pay a thing for none of it.
Yes, ma'am. So that one is extra free. Care management. This one's a fee-based service. There's some congregational resources. They meet with faith leaders. There's in Tenleytown, Seabury at Friendship Terrace, they have affordable housing. That's pretty cool on Butterworth Place, Northwest. Yeah, they just have so much. Model Cities, Senior Wellness Center, all of the wellness centers has classes and field trips and cooking classes and fitness classes and arts. There's Seabury has a blind program. An LGBTQ plus program, the Seabury Connector Card program can provide group transportation for churches and nonprofits as well. So there's just so much, and you can even just fill out this form if you want. You can call the number, right, but you can also fill out the form to ask about anything, and they'll respond to you via email. Okay, so again, Seabury Resources. Let me put. Yep, the link is in the chat. So if you're in wards 5 and 6, but also others, is this helpful for you?
Yes.
5 and 6. Again, I did not go over everything for any of these wards. Set 1 through 8 has so many different options. So it's all about giving them a call and just asking what you need help with, or if you know what you need help with based on the programs today, or if you look at the website, you can just be more specific when you give them a call. So we have East River 178, Iona for 2, 3, and 4, and Seabury for 5 and 6. So no matter what ward you are in, you can get some services, a lot of services, and most for free. I would say 90% are free, which is really like there are a few paid ones. Not everything in life is going to be free.
Right.
Right. Not every single thing.
But you just about don't need the ones that you got to pay for. They give you so much free stuff.
Mostly, again, mostly everyone's different, but
so much free. Yeah.
Yeah. So take advantage. If you have to pay for something, hey, at least it's probably going to be less than if you were to go anywhere else, because again, these are all senior, based centers and places and things that we're talking about. So,
and they have favorable income levels for you. Some things you think you won't qualify for, but they got a way they can get it for you.
Oh yes, Gracie, you're so right. Because again, everything's income. If they have limitations or criteria, is going to be different. So some may just have you got to be on Medicaid or SNAP. Some may just have an income and they don't care what programs that you're in already, which is good. So again, just ask. The worst they can say is no. And if they say no, as you can see, there are millions
somewhere else.
of other go somewhere else. There are other resources. So don't I love that, Gracie. That made me so happy that you said that. So thank you for sharing, everybody.
Well, they helped me a lot when I joined this class. I didn't know I could get any help, because I'm thinking, okay, they're not going to help me. But they told me all these resources, and I began to look into them. And man, I saved a lot of money.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
So you will save a ton of money.
Yes.
No matter what ward you are in, you have access to a wellness center. Again, everyone's a bit different, but you have access to home delivered meals. There are so many different programs. You have access to transportation. Again, there are various programs, and in any of the dining sites, wellness centers, in DC in general, I mean, there are so many social activities to take advantage of. So please take advantage of the lead agencies and their dining sites and the wellness centers and all the programs and services that you can utilize for very little or no cost at all. All right, yes, DACL Senior Community Dining Sites. So you know what I'm gonna do with you all? I'm going to share this link. Give me a moment, okay? Give me a moment to get the link. But again, Seabury, Iona, and East River. If you know anyone that needs assistance, just try to remember 1, 7, and 8, East River, 5 and 6, Seabury, 2, 3, and 4, Iona, generally, right? And that way, if someone asks you for help, I'm not the expert of any of these, right? So I always try to go to the folks that, that's their field or what they do. So I would call DACL and ask versus, and just go right to the source, you know what I'm saying? So that way you can get the most accurate information. So make sure you all give those numbers a call. Yes, thank you all so much for your patience. So let me resume my screen here. So this is a list of all the dining sites by ward. So the ones that we mentioned before today, again, I shared the link in the chat. All of the dining sites are listed here. So again, 1, East River, there are 6 dining sites in Ward 1. In Ward 2, there are, again, 6 dining sites. In Ward 8, there is 5 dining sites to take advantage of. 7, there are 5 dining sites in Ward 7. Seabury, again, 5 and 6. There's 3 and 6. There's look at 5. There's a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8. Yes, because Ward 5 is pretty, it's pretty big. So they have 8 dining sites in Ward 5. So they have the list, they have the name, and they have the address. And what I would do is if let's say I live next to the Bernice Fontenue, I would, once I recognize the one that's closest to me, give them a call, type it in. So if I want Bernice Fontenue, I type in Bernice Fontenue. There you go, 202-727-0338. The number is right there. In case you if you have a question or if you just want to get some information on anything. That's just kind of what I recommend a bit. As if I was a senior and if I wanted to visit the site, or especially if you want the lunch. If you want the lunch, you got to reserve the meals in advance, right? So if you want the lunch, you call the dining site, you confirm that, or you call the lead agency, and then they can transfer you however you want to do it. And that way you can, know what to do before you even get there, per se.
Alex, could I add something? What's a side street to that 3351 Georgia Avenue one? But I don't know the city well, but like if I could recognize one of the streets,
it's Newton. It's Newton Place. It's Newton Place.
Not too far from Park Road.
Yeah, Park Road, Newton, Otis
Park
Place.
Road is right there, Gracie. Park Road. It's a laundromat used to be there. Somewhere up in that way.
Okay.
Yeah, you see my screen,
right?
Right,
Georgia Avenue. Yeah, it's a Bank of America not far from there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about now? Up that way.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
up that way.
So you got once if you search it up, you'll see all those details. So again,
right on the corner.
Right.
Yeah, they're right on the corner. So if you want to know where something is, or again, you gotta, use your device and research and see exactly where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but yes,
Okay.
I hope that's helpful.
Yeah, that was.
So I wanted to share this link with you all. So it's in the chat. So I hope everything has been helpful today.
Very helpful.
Thank you. So those are the community dining sites. So I've been to a few places and fairs and things of the nature. So I have some various resources for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save this document. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to, again, put it into the chat. So that way you can also access this treasure trove of info. Literally, I've been to events like the DC Emancipation Day thing. I've been to different sites and locations, and I've just picked up a few flyers of information. So I'm going to try to go through this. But if you need help with utility bills, discount programs, payment arrangements, avoiding utility scams, disconnections. So if yourself or anyone you know, you need help with that, then you can call the Office of Consumer Services, 202-626-5120. Okay, so utility, I have some more as well. So it's not the only one. So 202-626-5120 for Office of Consumer Services.
Public Service Commission, make them get right up and get it done. So
Public Service Commission.
About Verizon, and they make it that same day.
Yes, ma'am. Renewable energy. We've had Solar for All in our sessions before. Continued growth of solar. There's a Clean Energy DC Act. So this is also in regards to clean energy. So in regards to clean energy, I'll go back up to that number. 1 second. You can go to dcpowerconnect.com, so you can see your energy, your choice. And there's also some programs. So if you've heard of the DC Sustainable Energy Utility, it can help district residents use less energy and save money by delivering financial incentives and technical assistance. Solar for All. Yes, we've had them on our sessions before. About solar energy and how you can save money, save on your bill with getting a solar panel, whether you're in an apartment or in a home. Solar Fall is great. And also energy-wise rewards from Pepco.
Excuse me, Alex. Solar for Excuse me, Alex. I haven't paid an electric bill since I've had Solar for All.
Wonderful. Everyone's going to be a bit different. So when they came on, yes, you could save a lot on it. Everyone's going to be a bit different, and that's an amazing.
That's right.
Yeah. Make sure everyone takes advantage of solar for all if they can. That's again
big help.
So
you don't even have to have solar panels. You just have to be in the program.
Yes, that's. So make sure you give them a call here to get to. You can always call Solar for All directly or DC Energy, right? Directly, right? But 202-626-5100. So if you need help with renewable energy or clean energy or energy assistance, you give them a call, 202-626-5100. Lifeline, if you like to receive up to about $10 off your phone or internet service, I'm sure some of you may have heard of Lifeline before. It's a federal program. So if you qualify, if you participate in SNAP, Medicaid, public housing, veterans benefit, SSI, or if your income is at or below 135% of the federal poverty guidelines. So yes, you may need to show a proof of a copy of your SNAP or program letter or a pay stub if you are working. So yes, I mean, hey, that adds up. I mean, if it's $10 off a month and if there's 12 months in a year, then
yes, it does.
$120. So that's $120 in your
that's right.
pocket.
Yes.
In my pocket to do something else.
Big help.
You can apply online. So all you have to go to is nv.fcc.gov. Let's go there right now. Yes, Lifeline, standard Lifeline benefit. You can apply right online. So it's really easy to do so. So here's the link for that. Yes, here's the link for that. Again, these are just different resources available. So why not get 120 off a year if you are eligible, right? So 800 888-234-9473. You can go to lifelinesupport.org. Utility scams. If you are, a scammer can't take your money or personal info unless you give it to them. Make sure that you hang up immediately on suspicious callers. Call your utility company directly. Never share finance info, social security numbers, passwords, or birth dates. Can contact your utility company directly if you have any questions about your account. Directly pay your utility company by their website or their app or by phone. Don't let anyone in your home until you call the utility company to confirm an unscheduled visit. So yeah, don't open that door, right? If they say that, don't open the door, right? Inform the police and your neighbors if there are scammers in your area. We'll come back to this, okay? Utility bill discounts. So there's the UDPs available. So you can, have you all heard of the Residential Essential Program? So Washington Gas.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Washington Gas,
Yes.
Residential Essential Service. Again, I'm going to provide the number for all of these. Residential aid discounts, so eligible Pepco customers.
Yes.
I get that.
Qualify.
Yeah.
I get that too.
So you
I
may
do
so
too.
you're probably saving $300 to $500 annually.
Yeah,
Big help.
it saves me about that much, yes.
DC Water. If you pay for water, you can discount for up to 600 cubic feet of water each month. So it could be over $1,000 annually.
Wow.
Yes, Lifeline. We
Big
just talked
help.
about Lifeline. So you could, yes, and for the income eligibility requirements, if you're a household of one, maximum income is 91,000. So that's a lot of folks. Most folks, if
everybody.
no, you can't say everybody. But most people, if they just are by themselves,
you retired, you qualify under that.
will be be available to you. Okay,
Big
so
help. Big help.
for CAP, RAD, or RES, so these three, you can apply online. Again, doe.dc.gov/UDP. That is the
Big
website.
help.
Yes, so thank you. If you again, the link is in the chat, so you can apply online. So you could receive, again, with UDP, up to $475 per year off your electric bill, up to $276 on gas, and if over $1,000 on water and sewer. Okay, so this is how you can apply online right here from the website.
Big help.
Thank you, Ms. Dolores. I appreciate that.
Great.
If you would like to dig, if you with nearly 20 million miles of underground utility lines, a call to 811 is required before you begin a digging job. So if you want to plant a tree or install a fence or build a patio, even if you hire a professional, you still have to call 811. It connects callers to the appropriate call center in the district that is Miss Utility. Unintentionally striking a line can cause inconvenient outages for the entire neighborhoods and personal harm and costly repairs. So if you have a digging project, you can call 811, and then it will, you get a representative, and they'll mark it for you. The locators will mark the location, and then you can begin the project. So would this be helpful for anyone?
Yeah.
Either yourself or someone you know. Again, if you know anyone that wants to do a digging job, they got to call 811 before they do. It's called Miss Utility. Literally MISS Utility, Miss Utility. Is it a scam? This is from AARP. How did they contact you? So that's the important thing about that. Who did they say they were? Like an employer, a utility company, a technician, Amazon? And what did they ask for? Did they ask for cash? Did they ask for personal info? Did they ask for payment? Money, right? Any of these, if you check mark any of those, well, they're going to contact you some way, right? But if you check mark one or more of these, it's so important to disengage and call their AARP Fraud Watch Network helpline. You can call Adult Protective Services too, from DACL, that they recommended that they call if you experience any frauds. Yes, only answer calls if you know who is calling. If you don't, let them leave a message. Make sure when you get an email that you look at the sender's email address. If it's the wrong spelling, then you know it's probably a spam. If it looks just strange, if there's misspelled words, it's probably a spam or a scam, right? Social media, when you receive a message on social media, make sure it's from that person, right? If you're not sure, give them a call, right? Text message. If you get a text message with a strange link, like that has lots of different numbers and again, misspellings and stuff, make sure you don't click on those links, right? Oh, like UPS, right? Like I get those messages sometimes too. Oh, you got a package from UPS, check on it. No, I'm not expecting any packages. I'm not going to click on that link, right? In person, take a stand against door-to-door sales. Don't open your door to strangers. And treat with suspicion any mail announcing lottery winnings or debt collections. You just, if it just don't seem right, then it's probably not, right? Yeah, Amazon, it's a scam. They don't make calls. Your bank should not call you. Tech support about a virus on your device, it's, a scam. Especially, if you don't want love interest. Oh yeah, lottery, scam, right? 1-877-908-3360. If you spot a scam, experience a scam, give them a call. 1-877-908-3360. You can also, so if you have your phones right with you, you can text FWN. So you first in the 2, you type in 50757, and then if you send them FWN, you can receive bi-weekly alerts from AARP when it comes to frauds, okay? 50757. You type that into the 2, and then you type in what you want to send. You type in FWN, okay? And you can get those texts. I received this next 3 pages, the last 3 pages, at a senior site. So these are government-funded and government-funded options for senior transportation. DACL, y'all have heard of Senior Med Express from DC Yellow Cab, right?
Yes.
Y'all heard of Connector Card?
Yes, I have that.
Yellow Cab, but this one's based on income, so you may have to pay a certain amount. Again, I'll go into details, so just, this is for recognition, okay? If you take Metro, do y'all use your senior Smart Trip card on the train or the bus?
Yes.
Make sure if you are a senior, you may never know if you need to ride the bus or ride the train, so always have it with you so you can get 50% off. Metro Access, most of us have heard, or some of us use Metro Access. My friends use Metro Access to go to different places.
I do too.
Yes, Transport DC. Y'all heard of Transport DC?
No. I heard of that, but I haven't signed it.
You have to be a part of Metro Access for non-medical trips. That's what Transport DC is for. So yes, let's go into the details real quick. Senior Smart Trip. Again, this card is available plastic and mobile. If you're 65 you get 50% off Metro Rail and Metro Bus. You have to use the card. You can show a government-issued ID at the Accessibility Center at Metro's headquarters. You can also do it at LaFont's Plaza Metro Station. You can also just give them a call as well. So 202-962-2700. You can also visit their website located at the site there. So that way you could also get a card and other options as well. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Miss Wanda, you had a question for us? Miss Wanda, you have a question for us?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you so much. We have the DACL. Okay, yes. So Senior Smart. Everyone, make sure you have a Senior Smart Trip card. Okay, DACL Connector card. So if you're 16 older, it's a prepaid Visa debit card. It's an income-based cost share program. So the lower your income is, the greater the subsidy that they will give. So you may pay 30, but they may give you they will give you 70. If you pay 50, they'll give you 50. If they give you 100, yes, which they do. The card balance will top out 100 each month. If you don't have the card, you go to connectorcard.com, or you can call the number here, 202-420-7534, to get that card as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It can be used for ground transport. Sandra, you had a question?
Oh, I'm just sorry about it.
Okay, thank you so much. So yes, connectorcard.com, 202-420-7534. It's limited for ground transportation related expenses. It even says Amtrak here. I have not, that's pretty cool if you could use your connector card with Amtrak or Greyhound. So I think that's pretty neat. And they each month has its own money that you can use. So on May 1st, if you have if you have it now, make sure you use all the money by May 1st because it will then balance out again. So if you pay 30, then on the 1st you'll pay the 30, you'll get the 70. I'm not 100% sure. So you have to call them for the specific details. But yes, it says the customer cannot build up funds. So make sure that you all, if you like to utilize it.
I have that card, Alex, the connector card.
Yes, ma'am.
I have the connector card and I have to pay.
Yes, it's a subsidy, so everyone's is going to be a little bit different.
But I paid $32, and they give me $68. But the good thing I like about it, whatever I had left, it rolls over.
Well, what you paid, so whatever they provided.
Now, every month they're gonna give you, the 100. But I'm sorry, let me explain that better. Whatever you pay, they'll match it to make 100.
Yeah. So
and say I have $25 left there on the card. When they matched it, it rolls over to. Then I have $125. It let me go all the way up to $200. But people that don't pay, because some people don't pay, they give them $100 every month free.
They don't have to pay.
It won't roll over. It won't roll over. If they didn't use it all, they taking it.
Well, yeah, if they didn't use it at all, again, it says the card must be used at least 3 times a month, or you won't be able to use it all. So if you are on Connector Card, and if you haven't taken any rides, you got to take those rides. Or
I got to take mine, Alex, because
you won't be able to take advantage of the money.
But each month they're not going to let you roll over because you getting it free from them. You're not paying anything. So they going to automatically tell you, if you got $50 left, they taking it. And they just going to give you your 100 that they give you every month. But that's what I like about it, because I can roll it over. They won't take what I got left. And I have up to, I think, $200 I could use, to roll over. If I don't use it, then they're not going to let me give anything else until I start using that $200 that I done rolled over.
Yeah, that's where I am, Denise. I didn't use mine for a couple of months. And
yeah,
let me pay any more into it until I use
using it. Right.
You have to use it at least 3 times a month in order to keep going with the different options. So
but But I like that because, suppose you don't have no money or something. You say, Dad, I want to go to the grocery store. I want to go to somewhere. And you're like, dang, I got money on my card. There you go. Boom. Let me call me a Lyft. Let me call me an Uber. You can also use it for the, what's that you say, that transportation?
So yes, all the info is right here on the screen.
Meals not Uber, Meals on Wheels.
Lyft, Via, Rail, Amtrak, Greyhound.
No, that
Metro Access.
Yeah, Metro Access. My girlfriend, she takes her connected card and add it to the Metro Access every month to put money in there. Because you got to pay for that.
So let's just try to keep it a little simple. So make sure you guys give this number a call if you are not aware or would like to take advantage of the DACL connector card. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good program. If
for rides for persons with disabilities, again, these are reduced fare rides here. Okay, so for these, they're not necessarily gonna for these programs, the person will come out and help you get onto the ride, or if you're in a wheelchair, etc. So just know that that's the difference between these two. This is reduced fare, and this one's right here are for persons with disabilities. So there's Metro Access. So we're probably all aware of Metro Access. It's a shared ride, door-to-door paratransit service for persons who are not able to use Metrobus or Metro Rail. Louise, you had a question for us?
Oh, see as well. No, somebody came through the door.
Okay, yes, I just want to make sure I answer any questions. Yeah, so make sure for Metro Access, the customer must complete an application by a healthcare professional. So if you do not have Metro Access or want to take advantage, again, there's the number here, 202-962-2700, or you can email them or go to their website. You may have to do an in-person assessment. But if it's a time-limited disability, you can request a temporary Metro Access card as well. So yes, Metro Access, if you 202-962-2700. There's Transport DC. So only those with Metro Access can utilize Transport DC. Okay. It provides curb-to-curb rides by accessible taxis instead of Metro Access vans. Okay, they operate 24/7 and it's $7 a trip, which is very convenient. I'm sure it says there's 10-way or 5 round trips per month. That's very good. And if you go to dialysis, there's no limit for dialysis patients for these rides. So again, if you know anyone that does dialysis or yourself or
I got it. I need that one.
Yes, it's again, trips are limited to 10 one-way trips, again, or 5 round trips per month, and each fare is $7 per trip. So if I was in Ward 7, or if I was all the way in Congress Heights, but then I wanted to go all the way to Tenleytown, I'm assuming that would be $7. So that's a pretty good deal.
And they even pick you up when I went to the Capitol Center to the show.
Yes, they do. Yes, again, this is Metro Access is for mainly appointments and things of that nature. That's just what I think. But I don't have Metro Access, so I'm not 100% sure of everything that they can or cannot do. But when I think of Transport DC, I think of everything besides medical and stuff. So yeah, it's going to work or going to a location, etc. Mm-hmm. Yes, Transport DC is very helpful. So yes, you have to have Metro Access if you want to do Transport DC. Okay. And I would highly recommend either researching or Metro Access will be able to, there's no application needed. So if you do Metro Access, you'll be able to do Transport DC. This one is called Metro/Ramada Abilities Ride. Abilities Ride is for Metro Access customers only and currently free. You call 202-281-8984 to sign up. It's permitted through the WMATA transit region and offers, but not guarantee, a free curb-to-curb travel by taxi instead of door-to-door service in Metro Access vans. First, they book the regular Metro Access ride in advance. Then the company would call or text the customer the night before to advise the rider you may choose by taxi rather than by Metro Access van. If chosen, that taxi ride would be free of charge. The drivers do not carry luggage. Signing up for Abilities Ride does not guarantee that a Metro Access reservation will be transferred to an Abilities Ride taxi provider. The rider should be prepared to travel by Metro Access and potentially pay that fare. But this is good. I mean, if a free ride. So you could get this instead of the Metro Access van. You could go by the taxi. Have y'all heard of Abilities Ride before?
No.
Me neither. It's pretty, I guess it's a pretty new program. So 202-281-8984. If you have Metro Access, try this out as well. Why not take the free ride, for certain things? If you were to go, would you rather go by van or would you rather go by taxi? Everyone's answer is going to be a little different, right? Mm-hmm. Senior Med Express. So for medical appointments, this is from DC Yellow Cab. So it's free taxi service for primary care appointments, cancer treatment, dialysis, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. You can use it to travel to health-related benefits, appointments, SNAP offices. You got to be 60 or older. You call DACL's hotline number, 724-5626. If you have not used the service in the past 2 years, you press 2. Yes, Senior Med Express. Have y'all heard of Senior Med Express before?
Yep,
No. I heard
No,
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Okay, so if you have Medicaid, you are not eligible for MedExpress. You should call MTM. And we talked about MTM with legal counsel before. So if you have Medicaid, you cannot do Senior MedExpress. You should call MTM at 1-866-796-0601. Okay. Again, another free ride, free taxi service. Doesn't look like there's any limits, but you got to call and confirm. Okay.
Alex, would you go back up right there? Yeah, that
Abilities Ride.
Abilities Ride.
Yes, 202-281-8984. Again, signing up for an Abilities Ride does not guarantee that your Metro Access, the reservation that you do for Metro Access, will be transferred to a taxi. So you could still go by the van. But if you do the taxi, then, and if it's available, then that may be more preferential to you.
And this is Abilities Rides.
Yeah.
I guess it's for people who are more independent.
Maybe so. It's free. Transport DC is $7 a ride, and Metro Access, of course, is also that. But it's just if you want to go in the van versus the taxi. Yes. So you're right. You're right. You're right. Yes. I hope that's helpful. Okay. So everyone, I hope this is helpful. Again, there's DACL you can call. Metro has a lot of programs, and Department for Hire Vehicles has programs as well. So if you call DACL, you can have access to all of these. So you can call DACL today and be like, I want the Smart Trip, or I want the Connector Card, I want Metro Access, I want Transport DC, I want Abilities Rides, or I want MTM, I want Senior MedExpress. You can call.
I'm definitely gonna call that tomorrow when I feel.
Amazing. Oh,
and I'm gonna get in there tomorrow with that one.
Yes, all of these options. Let me put it in the chat. Okay, we're a little over, you guys, but this is a very important session, so I got you all. Okay. So here is let me put in the chat. I appreciate you all. I hope you've learned something new today. Yes, so here's the PDF link in the chat. So make sure everyone checks out the chat, and all of these pages will be in that link. Okay, all of those pages, but I also will be in the video too. All right. I hope that is helpful for you guys. Thank you. Last but not least for today, have y'all heard of LinkU DMV before?
No.
It's I love it. It's a free online resource and referral platform powered by Find Help that connects residents in the DMV area with social services, food, housing, healthcare, transportation. And you are going to love this tool. So let me put this link in the chat. This is the last link for today. Let me delete that. linkudmv.org. So I recommend everyone does the social needs screener. So that way you can input your information, and that way you can, kind of help you find what you may need assistance with. But at the bottom it says, just what are you interested in as well. So I recommend everyone does the social needs screener. You can put in what you want to find. It's optional, but somebody give me a zip code.
211.
Okay, yes, amazing. 211. So you put in the zip code in this section right here where it says available in. So yes, 20011. Wonderful. Look at how many programs are available in 20011.
Oh yeah, that's my zip code also.
So you see all the options. All right, food, housing, goods, transit, health, money, care, education, work, legal. Someone pick one, please.
20,001.
No, someone pick a category for me, please. Food, housing, goods, transit, health, money, care, education.
Food.
Wonderful. So if I go over to food, look at that. There's community gardens, emergency food delivery, food pantry, help pay for food, skills, nutrition, education. So if I go to food delivery, look at that. Yeah, let's give it a second. Yes, again, verifying that it's a human doing it. Good. Let's give it a second. Look at that food. Look at all. They even give you a map to tell you where things are. So in 2011, there's food and supplies, distribution. Yes, Ward 4 mutual aid. Most wards have a mutual aid, like Ward 5 mutual aid, Ward 6 mutual aid. So it delivers supplies, food, diapers to you, no questions asked. and all the information is located on the site. So look at that.
Wow.
Food, diapers, personal care. There's even, it says cash assistance. So you can give them a call, go to their website, and get that, request that information. So if I go down, medically tailored meals, MTM.
What is that?
There you go. Medically tailored groceries. Oh,
nice.
is by We Are Family. Food pantry and delivery by We Are Family. Food for All DC. Food delivery. It says East River here. I mean, again, even if the lead agency is not, talked about in a different ward, there are, lead agencies, they help all over DC. So
Right.
There's a reason for anybody to be hungry in this city. I don't understand.
That is true.
and we learned about it, Gracie.
Yeah.
We did about how DC is some of the most senior. It is the most senior hungry place in the country. So yes, that's why we have to share these with others. Yes, home delivered meals, again, DACL. Food outreach is celestial manna if you're experiencing food insecurity. Again, another once a month volunteer prepared meal delivery by Lasagna Love. Hunger Week, embracing our pearls of wisdom. I have not heard of any of these, but look at. I mean, that's amazing. If you have Prime, you can get a lot of discounts if you do delivery by then. I mean, there are so many programs. So if I go to goods, look, clothing, right? Look, clothing. So this is again 211. Look at that. Catholic Charities, Climate for Change, Community Family Life Services, Mary House,
Baptist Closet. I've heard of that.
Clothes Closet, Martha's Outfitters. Martha's Table has has clothing. I love, Bread for the City, Dress for Success. Some has clothing. Goodwill, retail store, St. Albans Church has Opportunity Shop. Friendship Place has a drop-in welcome center. I mean, there is is just amazing. So let's do one more zip code, y'all. One more zip code.
220.
That's the one that I looked up before our session today. Amazing. 220, 4,000 programs. Let's go to health. So if I go to dental care, for example, look at that. Medical clinic, Breakfast City, Unity has dental services, Whitman Walker, and look, all the locations here in 220. So if you're on Southern Ave, there's options there. If you're in Bellevue, there's an option there. If you're in Berry Farms, look at all these here. Here in, if you're next to Pennsylvania Avenue, there's one there. If you're in the Hill East, Capitol Hill, Navy Yard area, there's one in Southwest over here. I mean, it's just, I mean, isn't that amazing? Look at all these resources. Look at all these, right? If I go back, I'm still in 220. Let's go to care, like animal welfare, adoption, daytime care. So this is not just for seniors. This is anyone in DC. Any person in DC can take advantage of linkudmv.org. Hospice, bereavements, right? So, if someone isn't prepared before they may leave this earth, it can be hard to think about money and in that type of situation if things weren't taken care of in that way. So again, it's good to know that if you need goods, if you need medical supplies, if you need personal safety, even toys and gifts, right? There's Christmas every year. Why not get some toys and gifts from one of these places, support their services, and yes, and just be able to look. Charisma Cause, Young Mind Wishes. I mean, what is this? Custom cakes for medical child and siblings. So Icing Smiles is a nonprofit, provides custom celebration cakes and other treats to families impacted by critical illness of a child.
Wish program. Now look at that one.
I mean, bring awareness to foster care system and empowers. There's care packages for those with breast cancer, gifts for children, bikes, adaptive bikes to special needs children. Wish fulfillment program, so Children's Wish Foundation. So, I mean, Hope Bag program for cancer patients. I mean, there is a resource for everything on this on linkudmv.org. So that is one of the last links that we're going to go over today. So today we went over DACL and their Aging and Disability Resource Center. Again, DACL, Department of Aging. They also have an Office of Disability Rights. So for that shared that kind of hard experience with the ambulance, that's right, Office of Disability Rights. So we'll go right there for that. Wards 1, 7, and 8, you have East River. Okay, for the lead agency. Wards 2, 3, and 4, Iona Senior Services. Wards 5 and 6, Seabury Resources for Aging. Just because you're not in that ward doesn't mean you cannot receive help in other wards, but it's always good to go to your ward lead agency because all the resources that they recommend are usually just right around you. There are services in all wards, no matter what ward you're in. There's a wellness center. You can get home delivered meals, transportation, social activities. I shared the list of community dining sites. So if you want a free meal, a good meal, nutritious, delicious meal, and with community, there are the dining sites in DC. There are those different resources when it comes to transportation and utility programs that I shared that I just happen to find throughout the city and just living here in DC. So I hope that was helpful and different. Link You. This website, it's a free online resource and referral platform. I mean, who knew that there was cakes for, like that program or clothes closets or free food available or different programs or what I'm saying? Make sure to utilize the services. The more that people use it, the more that likely they're going to keep it forever and ever. You know what I'm saying? So thank you all so much. There are other programs in DC. Call DACL, Dementia Alzheimer's Support, caregiver programs. Again, if you have someone that cares for you, again, give them that resource, right? LGBTQ plus support, again, for anyone yourself or anyone that you know, and adult protective services. If you suspect abuse or neglect with seniors, call DACL 202-724-5626, and they're called Adult Protective Services. That way, that way you're caring for yourself and caring for your community. Step 1, call DACL, call ADRC, call DACL. Step 2, call your lead agency. Step 3, visit your senior wellness center or dining site, right? Again, these are different ways to get help. Ask your doctor. Contact our partner orgs. Haven't we had DACL? Haven't we had legal counsel for the elderly? DC Public Library. We've had a fall prevention specialist. We have Capitol Hill Village that come on. We have some new guests that are coming. We've had some Pepco. We've had DC Water. We've had many of our orgs that also partner with DACL and in these services as well. So DACL, lead agencies, senior centers, wellness centers, dining sites, your doctor, of course, and our partner organizations. So make sure you all stay active, stay connected, and stay supported. Any thoughts before we go to our poll for today? But I really had a lot of fun making this session for us. I learned a lot. No matter what ward I'm in, no matter where I'm at in DC, I can help my community and myself. So I hope you all feel the same. Anything that you did not know today, what are you going to share with your friends and family and community?
I didn't know about Linked You, so I'm definitely going to check that out.
But it's a lot of it.
The information about transportation is a great help for me.
Yes, I hope that it was. So I appreciate that.
It's a lot of good information. Us today, Alex.
Thank you, Ms. Doris.
I learned a lot.
Not just because it's your birthday, but because we all want to be better and do better every day, right?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Doris.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes, so I hope I say again with the Pepco discounts and the transportation discounts or the free. That's a lot of money that you can save every month.
Yes, it is.
Yes, everything, it is. Right?
Appreciate it.
I try to I try to not pay MSRP or sticker price, not for anything, but if there's a discount available, you might as well do it because even though the phone is just $10 a month off, hey, at the end of the year, it's $120 more to you. 5 years, $600.
That's a big help.
Right.
Big help.
With the utilities, I mean, someone said they don't pay utilities. I mean, that's or that specific utility. I mean, that's amazing. You could be saving 50, 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, maybe even $2,000 a year just with giving a call, maybe providing a document or two, and you're having fun while you're doing it.
That's right.
The electric bills went up this year. It was great to have some help.
Yes,
exactly.
Appreciate it.
So do we all know where to go? Do we know to contact DACL or our lead agencies?
Yes.
We have our senior centers and dining sites. We have your doctors, as always, and our partner organizations. Do we all feel like if we need help that we can get help?
Yes.
Everyone on the call.
Go get help. Yes.
Does everyone feel for today that if you need help that you can get help?
Yes. Appreciate it.
I just don't want anyone. I don't want anyone to feel like they cannot get help. And we're in DC, so I hope this was easy.
Very helpful.
Everything was good.
Yes,
I
it was.
appreciate that.
It was
Thank you.
Put some of this information into action.
That's right.
You gotta put into action.
Yes, that's right.
But no, just knowing and joining today is half the effort. So the other half is taking a second to look at everything that you learned, see what you want to take advantage of for yourself or someone else, and make those calls.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do your research
so
as
much.
well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Well, it was my pleasure, and let's give ourselves a pat on the back for doing this together.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you all so much.
Yes.
Alex.
Big help.